Ryan from Whisky And BBQ. Today we're going to be doing smoked turkey legs. A friend of Evan and Michelle is coming over. Said he wanted smoked turkey legs, so that's what we're doing. We've had turkey legs going in our brine. Regular turkey brine, like we had a video before, we'll link it above. They've been soaking for about 8 hours. Turkey legs are smaller than a whole turkey, so it'll take in moisture quicker. The only difference, and whenever we get into it, you'll see that the water is kind of brown. I added about 3 tablespoons of soy sauce to it. What that does is it gives it a little bit more of an earthy flavor, and it helps the skin kind of darken up whenever it's cooking. Give you that good, like, Renaissance festival, or I don't know, whenever you have turkey legs. Makes it a really dark mahogany color. We're also going to spritz it while we're cooking it. First thing we need to do is get these things out, get them dried off, and get them ready for rub. So whenever we do this, just got me a little workstation set up with paper towels. Pull them out, just dry them off. Kind of a little trick. If you have little half sheet paper towels, just get a couple of them, roll it up, you can squeeze it. It'll help pull all the moisture out of it.
Hey man.
Hi. Look, Evan's with us now.
This looks fun.
It is. Here, grab 2 paper towels and roll it like that.
Like that?
That, yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't think of any other descriptor to give you that was appropriate at the time.
Wet hand, dry hand?
Nah, it doesn't matter. You're gonna wash hands anyway.
Wet hand, wet hand?
Yep.
Okay.
What we do, this is also really good if there are flies out, things like that. It'll help keep flies off of your food. You normally want to let these sit out for about 20 to 30 minutes to come up to room-ish temperature. It is poultry, so you don't want to let them get too warm. We have a lot of people coming over.
Inadvertently.
Inadvertently, yeah.
I ordered, what I ordered, 8 packs of these, thinking there was 2 in a pack.
Yeah.
And there ended up being 3 in a pack, so
I need to go inside, get some more paper towels. Whenever we come back, these things will already have been wrapped up, dried off, and we'll get ready for seasoning. So, see you back in a little bit.
Paper towels are on the dryer. We have a stackable washer and dryer. You're going to need the step ladder to get up and reach the paper towel. It's to the side of the dryer. Good luck with that.
GoPro, stop recording. So, these have been sitting out for, we'll say for the power of TV, about 30 minutes. It's been about 10. All unwrapped, nice and dried off. Regular salt, pepper, garlic, live seasoning. And just get to sprinkling. Now with turkey legs, I'm doing kind of did a finer grind with these, just because you don't want a whole bunch of bark to build up on these. Yes, they're dry, yes, it sticks. Roll everything over. Kind of a funny thing, whenever you're putting rub on things, don't rub it, press it. Because whenever you rub it, what that ends up doing is it makes like clumps and bare spots in the meat. Whereas if you press it down, it stays good. These racks might actually work. So y'all seen me use the chicken racks before. This is not a new thing. I'm pleasantly surprised that these actually fit. Some will still go down the grate because they're too big. If you haven't gone down and got you one of these drumstick holders yet, do it. There's a link below. So much turkey. Look at this side. Okay. So turkey legs and everything are loaded up. We're using the Pitmaster IQ 110 thingy. It's really above temperature right now, so I got to cut it down a little bit. So the way this thing works, it's got a thermometer probe that's in there. Whenever you use a thermometer inside of a pit, make sure that your probe is at least an inch away from meat, any kind of rack or anything you have on there. That way it doesn't get a false reading off the meat or off the rack. It gets just the air reading. This will push air inside, get everything nice and stable. It'll keep it running for me. So that's how that works. Real lazy, but you know, reality. All right, So these have been going for about an hour. We're running 275 because remember we're running late. So we're gonna pop the lid, take a look at them, see what they look like. Almost like we know what we're doing. We don't, but we almost do. So I'm not even gonna bother probing these because I know they're not at the temperature. The only thing that I'm looking at, and I'll show you, up here they're looking good. They're still kind of light down there, so I know they're not what we need them to be. Alright, that's what they should look like in an hour. They should start getting some color on them. You also want to kind of look at it. Hi, Evie. You also want to look at them to make sure that they're not building up any nasty kind of darkness, like you're getting an unclean burn or lots of soot and things like that building up. They're looking good. That's what it should look like at about an hour. Probably about an hour and a half if you're cooking at 225, 250. 2 hours in. Oh, dude. Alright, so now we're doing really well. The skin's starting to retract around the knuckles. The meat's starting to bubble up. Everything's looking really, really good. I'm probably going to let these go for about another 30, 40 minutes, and then we'll start checking temperatures on them. So the thing with the thing with turkey and kind of poultry in general is you don't want to stab it with a thermometer a bunch of times because you'll start losing moisture out of all those holes. So you just want to kind of let it go, do its thing until you think you're getting kind of close. You can hear the juice is starting to drip in this. It's kind of like the food talking to you. So I know it's hitting that 130, 140 mark. So we're getting close. We're going for 165. Probably take another hour, hour and a half to get where we need it to go. All right, so these have been going for about 2.5 hours. And at 275, and we are at 175 degrees on that one. So whenever you're checking poultry, make sure you don't get too close to the bone. We're looking for 165 internal on these. If you get it next to the bone, it's going to give you an inaccurate reading. It'll read hotter. We're going to pull these off.
Okay. Wow, those look amazing. All right, fire's kicking up. That's got to be getting warm.
A little bit.
All right. Tasting in a bit.
So,
oh, we got things?
it needs to rest about 30 minutes. See y'all later. GoPro, stop recording.
Hey, look who showed up.
Everybody meet Cy.
The whole reason why we're doing this. We've got the whiskeys, obviously, and to go with our turkey. So here's our taste test. We just grab one and dig in.
Yeah, we'll tear this one apart because we've already been working on this.
So funny thing, when I was messaging with Cy back and forth, if you haven't been on Cy's Instagram yet, can I just tell them to go there?
Yeah, go to my Instagram.
We'll link it below and everything else.
Yeah, what your username is?
Texas Donnie Barbecue,
All right.
or BBQ.
So it is absolutely hilarious. I followed him for 10 days solid while he was doing a Rudyard tippling bit.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious. Just outright hilarious. So he said, hey, let's do turkey legs. We said, great. He got here and they're done. But he gave me the exact instructions that Ryan would have done.
You followed them to the T. I mean,
Awesome.
these taste that moist, the right amount of salt. Great turkey legs. Good job.
Thank you.
I delegate very well.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, every step of the way, as I'm doing something, everyone's like, oh, you need to do it this way. And he looks, I'm like, I've already done that. He's like, we need to cook at this temperature. And he looks, and I'm already cooking at that temperature. He's like, okay.
Yeah, guess we're doing what Cy wanted us to do anyway, so
Very well
good
done.
on you.
So good?
It's
Oh yeah,
delicious. No?
this is amazing.
Cy, thanks for being on with us. We appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me. This is delicious.
Oh, look, dogs.
We're going to go eat more food. So,
All right.
best whiskey, that one's your favorite.
Best barbecue's the way do you like it.
Remember to share both.
Cheers.
Cheers.